forged in the icy depths of hell. So the Spartans believed that ice cold water forged the mind and the body the same as it forged the sword. And there are a lot of benefits to cold water. It activates brown fat, which is metabolically active, so it speeds up your metabolism. It improves your immune system. It increases levels of epinephrine, norepinephrine, and dopamine, and helps relieve depression. But that's not what I'm going to talk about right now. What I want to talk about are the mental benefits. And it's not just the cold water, it's anything that involves discomfort. Men do not run from discomfort. That's pretty much what it comes down to. The reason cold water is so uncomfortable is because your body evolved to have 3 times more cold receptors on your skin than heat receptors. So a level of cold on your skin that's extremely uncomfortable won't hurt you, whereas you would have to actually burn yourself with hot water to have that same level of discomfort. The reason that men do not run from discomfort, every concept that I talk about pretty much stems from the fact that men or boys are making their decisions not based on what they want or what they believe to be right, or in order to get what they want. They're basing their decisions on avoiding discomfort. We're in a world where the people control you without even having to use physical violence. Just the fear of not being liked is enough to cause discomfort in people, and they'll change their actions, they'll change their behavior. The reason that this guy is self-deprecating himself is because he's trying to lower himself and say, I'm not a threat, please don't hurt me. The reason that a guy is not following what he values and instead what other people value is because he's afraid of what they'll think. Being able to go towards discomfort, instead of running away, is the key to being able to have the life and do what you want to do and not be ruled by other people. And so the point isn't to necessarily get so physically strong that your body can handle extreme cold temperatures. The point is that you have to train your mind to go towards what is uncomfortable and not run away like a coward. And boys will come up with all these reasons to say they're not a coward, but they're lying to themselves. When they see that girl they want, they don't talk to her because they're experiencing discomfort. They let that discomfort control them. Or when they are having a conversation with someone, they don't say what they really want to say, especially if it's a girl, because again, they're afraid of what she might think of them, and they might feel uncomfortable as a result. Now, you have guys that'll say, well, no, man, I say this crazy stuff to my girl all the time. No, you only do that now when she's assured you that she's not going anywhere. But she's not stupid. She knew when she first met you, and first impressions mean a lot. In fact, maybe 90% of how people view you, she knows that you weren't doing that when you first met her because you were scared. It's not that the girl necessarily wants this guy that says fucking crazy shit to her. It's that she knows the reason a guy's doing certain things is because he's afraid. He's a coward. He doesn't base his decisions on what he believes to be right and what he thinks he should do or what he wants. He bases his decisions on fear. And if you fight like you train. So I have guys that tell me if I was getting shot at, I'd run towards the bullets. See, in the Marine Corps, if you are ambushed from the left, what you're supposed to do is turn to the left and go towards it. And it puts a psychological fear in the enemy that you're not just not afraid, but you're going towards them. So, because most deaths happen during retreat. So, I've had guys tell me I would run towards the bullets. But when I ask them about taking a cold shower, they have a visceral, a bodily response, like an immediate fear, where they'll go, oh no, I couldn't do that. Oh, no. Like, if you are afraid of cold water, are you really going to run towards bullets? If you are afraid of cold water, when a guy's trying to accost your girlfriend or you have to protect her, are you going to run? Yes, you will. Yes, you will. And so what you have to do, you fight the way you train. So you need to intentionally put yourself every day in the position where you go towards what is uncomfortable. And cold shower is an amazing tool because it can't physically harm you and it's healthy for you. And what happens is eventually when you continue doing this, when you continue putting yourself in these situations where I'm afraid of this right now, this is exactly what I need to do. I have to do it now. Like, good, I'm afraid, good, perfect, training tool. You have to see it as a training tool to where, like, you should get excited. Oh, I'm afraid right now. Perfect. This is a training tool. And that's why you do it. Not even because of the outcome. You have to train yourself that way. And here's what ends up happening. When you continue to go towards what's uncomfortable, instead of running away, something changes, and eventually you get to a point when there is no fear. There is no fear. You no longer get that visceral response. It becomes normal and natural to you. In fact, if anything, it's a fun thing for you to do. You come to enjoy it. You come to go, oh, I can't wait to get in that cold shower and get invigorated. I can't wait to go give eye contact to that girl or approach her, and maybe she might even be talking to somebody. When you get to the point when you are no longer basing your decisions on trying to avoid discomfort, that is when the other people cannot control you. That's when you have the ability to make your decisions because of what you believe. But until you get that ability, none of the other stuff matters because you're going to intentionally try to avoid discomfort. And you might say, Bart, I hear what you're saying on these other things, but I'm scared. But it's hard, it's difficult. I feel uncomfortable. That's the point. You're operating from this idea that if something's uncomfortable, you can't do it. And let's be real. I've seen plenty of guys work out. It is not hard. I've seen guys that work out, get buff, and are scared of cold water. That are scared of approaching a girl. Or maybe they'll approach her, but only if she's giving them signals and she's by herself and she's not texting on her phone and she seems to be open and yeah. And when you approach her in that way, she's saying, oh, well, he's only doing it because I basically made it so unbelievably easy with so little risk that, he wasn't afraid. You didn't prove anything to her at that point. You know, you will seek others' approval, try to explain yourself, always apologize for being who you are. all because you're afraid of the consequences and you're afraid of what people will think of you. And you can't, no, you won't rise to the occasion. Okay, you have to practice going towards what's uncomfortable. And when that switch flips and you no longer get those that response of being uncomfortable, and I promise eventually it will. It'll probably take a lot longer than you think, and you'll have to do some more intense things than just cold showers, but that's the start. I mean, if you can't even do the cold shower, come on, you can't do these other things. Don't lie to yourself. If you can't lift 50 pounds, you're not lifting 100 pounds. But when that switch flips, you're free. You live your life based on what you want and what you want to accomplish and what your goals are and what your beliefs are that you think is right to do, and not let the world control you.